Christopher.
Benjamin.
We're playing Chimera Squad.
Yes, we are. I don't know why I did a stupid voice.
Yes, we are. Alright,
Yeah.
let's do this. Chris, did you see this come in? Like, I don't know about you, but I didn't see like any announcements or trailers or anything. It just kind of popped up.
No, like you say, it was maybe a day beforehand, and then
Yeah.
it popped up. I just saw the Steam advert.
Same.
And was like I say, I looked at it, kind of discounted it because the last side story of XCOM was shit.
Was that the
It was
one
that
which
weird-
was in like the noir one, right? Or,
A little bit, yeah. It was like the Area 51 thing.
yeah.
It just, it didn't appeal. Looked weird.
Hmm.
I don't like change.
I don't like change either, but we're gonna see. I played a bit of this, full confession, and it is good. It is good. So we'll see.
Nice.
We'll start a new game now. Do we go expert, Chris?
Well, see, now I'm a coward that likes to do like victory laps of games before I've even started, so I always go like an easy option if I can.
So maybe
Remember
normals.
when you played like God of War, I lied to you about how
Oh yeah,
well,
you said you were playing it on the hardest difficulty and you weren't.
I was not.
Let's go normal then. That seems to be the best one. Let's just leave it all.
Two minutes out.
Hey, Godmother.
Ah.
Is this like the old days? XCOM swooping in and taking it to the bad guys?
I wouldn't know. I spent most of the war training resistance networks.
Like mine. And for your many, long years of service.
Watch it.
XCOM attaches you to an untested squad and pushes it into the field before it's ready. How is this not like the old days?
I'm just happy to be here. I missed out during the war. Wish I could have pulled my weight.
For which side, exactly?
I find that very hurtful.
Sure
I find
thing,
that very hurtful.
We are through the checkpoint.
I was never actually Advent.
But they were fitting you for a blocky helmet.
Stow it, both of you. We're here. 3-1 PD gave us the all clear. Grab your gear and prepare to move in.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I'm getting no sound for
Whisper,
so I'm just gonna be
what's your
working off your
status?
cues here.
And what's Verge's ETA?
Oh, okay.
Comms
Well, at
are
least there's
working,
subtitles.
obviously. Verge is en route.
I would reach.
How? Verge can't drive.
He hailed the cap.
To a hostage situation?
Focus. Whisper, any surprises in the next room?
A handful of hostiles, unaware of your approach.
Chimera Squad, take positions. Prep for breach.
Okay, so this is a bit different from XCOM 2. There's stages.
So you
Starting
don't
with
just
the
get dropped from
breach.
the helicopter and then go through.
That's it. So instead of being dropped in the middle of the battlefield, you're more like the cops. You stack up on the door. There'll be different breaching points, but this is kind of like a tutorial mission. So this tells you kind of, once you go in, get a bit of armor, maybe safe positions, and pick which one you want to go through. Because it's, instead of it being like the whole of the enemy goes and then the whole of your team goes, it's staggered. So we pick who we want to go in first. So maybe a shield dude would be a good idea.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Having the shield at the back seems a bit redundant.
So then it also gives you a bit of a bonus as well, depending which breach point you go in. So this one means that successful shots on enemies will auto crit.
Nice. So if there's like a high damage dealer, you almost want them to go first.
Yeah, so later on you can also change these options, and they have special abilities, and you can like throw in smoke grenades and stuff like that, rather than just bashing down the door.
Nice.
Breaching in!
So then you kind of get like this free surprise round.
So, like, how does the damage work in this? Is it like is it actual numbers, or is it just like one hit per shot?
No, so it's the same as the XCOM and XCOM 2. Each weapon's got a damage range, and as you can see down here, it's got a hit percentage chance, and it actually breaks it down, which is nice. So you get plus 65% for his aim, his weapon range, He's got low cover, so that's a minus. And then because he's surprised, we get more. And it's because we're getting pinpoint. It's giving us a 100% crit chance.
So 100% to hit, 100% to crit.
Yeah. So if we hit this guy, boom. And what I like is it kind of like freezes their death animation to simulate that you're all coming through and like hitting them pretty much at the same time.
As well, but then just waiting for you to get shot first.
Exactly.
Got a pistol, a shotgun, and an assault rifle.
I think it's like an SMG. Yeah, the girl with the gremlin's got like an SMG. So then, normal XCOM style combat
I am Mayor Nightingale.
resumes.
Is that our hostage?
Nice.
Welcome to City 31's Memorial Museum.
It's just a recording.
As I often say, the lessons from our past inform the present.
Blah, blah, blah. History.
I mean,
Focus.
how long is this base after the last game?
I think it was like 5 years, maybe. There is a
It's a
cinematic that
surprisingly
tells
short
us. Yeah, there is a cinematic. It might be longer than that. I'm not sure. So yeah, as you can see, instead of it being their turn, our turn, we get put in the turn order.
Yeah.
Each agent gets 2 action points, so that could be like a move and a shoot, or an ability and a shoot, or you can dash
if
like
you're-
before.
You have no desire to move. Could you do a shoot and a shoot, or is that too much?
Unless there's a specific ability, I think that shooting still ends your
Takes
go.
over.
Yeah. So you could do an ability and a shoot, or throw a grenade and a shoot, something like that.
Nice.
Look, you can see over here there's like one of the original little drop pods from XCOM 2.
Oh god, yeah, that melts people.
Yeah, disintegrates people. Cool.
I think
So
a weird thing to do a museum about. Like, is this a museum? What is this place?
yeah, it's like a memorial center. So you can see the photos like. Oh, there you go.
It seems a weird thing to do. Of like 5 years after a massive genocide, to go, hey, look how we genocided people.
Yeah, look how we did it. Especially since the mayor is now an alien. So this trooper is going to go next. So we kind of want to prioritize taking him out. Cherub can't see it, but if we go here,
I'm going.
Get a move on.
it's only 65, but we could get an 81.
2 feet away.
Yeah, I know, that's ridiculous, right? So maybe even though this guy's next, maybe it's worth going for this guy and just taking the hit.
I mean, you've got a big old shield. You should be alright, I'd like to say.
Yeah, I imagine so. Oh, there he goes.
I mean, I kind of want to call bullshit on that. Like, yeah, his placement of sitting there with a shield to his
You'd think he'd
Yeah,
be,
it's
you'd think he'd be
like,
okay,
any
right?
shield is a bad guy.
Yeah. So now you can see we have both of our guys are gonna go before this guy gets to go again. So we could just move them all in.
Just
On the run.
surround him.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of a chance of blue on blue is there?
None. There's no that I've seen, apart from maybe grenades. There's no team damage. So there's only a 64%, but we'll give it a go. Yeah. I didn't think it would work. Okay, so it doesn't give us the option yet, but you can actually do. Everyone gets a melee attack as well. I think we get that in the
Oh,
next room.
nice.
So yeah, let's literally go here now. Okay, 86%.
Fully execution.
Yeah, this is going to be some bullshit XCOM R&D now. There we go.
Oh my god.
You see this?
Huh. Interesting.
I feel like if a policeman was filmed doing that, that's so hard.
Contact!
Clear.
Verge? What took you so long?
Had to unpack a breaching
Complete
charge.
chill sector.
Good man.
He's pretty
Not
chill.
exactly.
You know what I mean.
I always do.
So creepy. Don't ever change.
Verge, form up. Any hostiles in the next room?
Yes, I can feel them.
So you can see top left it says encounter 1 of 3, which means we'll have 3 different set rooms to do. So
Oh right, so you cleared this area, so you literally stack up on the next room.
that's it, yeah. So like I was saying earlier, there's 2 different breach points here now, but we can only put 2 in each one. So we're gonna have to go through the bad one, where agent damage is likely, and so enemies will deal more damage to these guys. Whereas
So you don't want to put your squishies there.
Exactly.
You want to send the shield guy who doesn't bother using a shield.
yeah, but he's been hit, so maybe not. We can also determine which order these go in, so we can make this the priority because they're going to do more damage.
They take out the people looking at the other door?
They could do some damage, yeah, certainly. So if we send Terminal in and then Godmother in, so she'll get +3 damage because she's the last unit through that door. And then if we send, well, he's injured, so maybe we don't want to do that actually. Maybe we put Cherub there, and we send these 2 through this one. We'll see what happens.
He's so tall.
It's go time!
The sector guy, Verge, yeah,
Yeah.
real tall.
Oh no.
So not great percentages, but we'll give it a go.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Hey. Okay, so we've got some 100% chances. Let's see who's... This guy's maybe better because he's in cover. Oh, this guy's aggressive. So which means that he's not surprised, like this guy. Which means that he will shoot back in a second. So...
Oh, so he's not part of the surprise round. He's like
That's it.
succeeded on his perception check.
That's it, he's been a bit more perceptive, so we'll try and take him out despite it being less percentage. And it worked.
Oh, beautiful.
And now we'll just do some extra damage.
Moving to location.
Okay, so now we get access to their abilities and their melee attacks and such. So, who's next in the round? This trooper down here is next. We don't have a hit on them though, but he's only got 3, so we could just jump down and bash him. It's always a 100% chance to hit with the melee attacks, and it does a set amount of damage.
It was like that with the sword guys in XCOM 2.
Yeah, it does 2 to 3 damage though, so we'd have to be quite lucky to kill him outright, but we'll give it a go, fuck it.
Yeah, she's not been hurt.
Yeah,
Stay down!
nice.
Oh, and someone going unconscious, does that mean you can like interrogate them later or something?
Well, that's it. The more people you subdue during a mission, the higher percentage chance you have of gaining some intel at the end as a reward.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you don't get to interrogate them like you did the stunned aliens from XCOM 2, but it's just a little bonus basically.
So that's it, 'cause I always enjoyed the capturing of the aliens in the other games. It felt a little bit like Pokemon. Like I always wanted to catch one of each.
That's it, you got to catch them all. So this guy, because he's got a shield, his isn't just subdued. His is called a charged bash, and he not only hits the enemy, he hits people in like a cone behind the enemy.
Oh, nice.
So he does like a cleave, and he does a set 3 damage always. So we can guarantee we're going to get this guy. So we might as well.
Book 'em!
Boom. Okay, then this last person. Try and get some angle on him. And 30% chance, but you don't need a % chance when you got a shotgun.
I was gonna say.
Oh, you do apparently.
Oh, God.
So he's,
Removing target.
okay, well now we can use this guy and we give him a little stun.
Your mind falls away.
To stop you just stun locking everyone, once you use one of these abilities on people, they get added to what's called the neural network. So you can see he's linked now. So even when that ability ends, he'll still be linked, which means he can't cast any more abilities on him.
Right, I see.
Later on, I think there's probably going to be a thing where everyone linked to the network can receive an effect, maybe. I'm not sure. But either way, I've done the ability, but I've still got action left, so I can try and shoot him. And then we can just run around and try and smack him in the head.
Shouldn't have bothered.
We're just beating on him now. Go for the shield bash.
I made the arrest.
I think you thought you hit the cherub lady there.
Yeah, so I don't think that team damages.
Set up the
thankfully.
breaching charge.
I do like to make an entrance.
I
So
can see
there are-
this being a bit of a slog at one point, like getting to the third room and everyone being injured. You're just thinking, who do I fucking put in the first kill zone?
That's it, especially if the room's quite bad. Now, you get access to items which give you other options for breaching. So, say there was a door option and a wall. If you bought and brought a breaching charge, which Cherub has, you can then go through the wall. Which means that everyone, even, well, all non-aggressive enemies, are surprised. Which gives us a pretty good chance to get them.
Nice.
Wait, hold. Hostage confirmed in the next room.
We need more than that.
3-1 PD has a live feed. Patching through.
If you surrender, I will advocate leniency.
Enough. This exhibit, it is about XCOM's role in our liberation.
I see you read the placard.
It doesn't say how they went soft and got weak. Now, it's up to us to light the spark.
He's holding a detonator.
Go, now!
How's this for an entrance?
Oh yeah, these guys are pros, they don't flinch.
Badass. Yeah.
So, are any of you aggressive? Alert, alert. Alert. Surprised. Get him.
What is the verge?
He's got an assault rifle. So that was a pretty successful breach round. Okay.
Mirror Nightingale, I'll protect you.
Engaging.
Cherub is down.
Oh,
Terminal, stabilize him.
On it.
I think
Verge,
that's
with
meant
me.
to happen.
Protect the mayor.
oh,
Confirmed.
right. It's the tutorial thing.
Yeah, so they can tell you about this bleeding out thing. So now, she can use her gremlin to heal people, but she's also got a stabilize ability. We got 2 turns to stabilize him.
Do it, or can anyone?
Others can run up to him directly and stabilize him, but she's the only one who can do it from range. So she's
So yeah, she can still attack, I guess, the other one. So
that's it. Or she can do a bit of healing herself. So everyone else is fully healed. Apart from her. Yeah, so we might as well heal her. It also gives her some extra defense.
Let the high-tech spray do its work.
Did the enemy ever target your guy who's been like bleeding out on the floor? Or they
No,
just-
he's like out of the game now.
Yeah, but you don't have to like protect him once you've stabilized him. Just ignore him.
No, that's it, yeah. He's just totally out of play. They'll just focus on the other guys.
Far too easily got by advertising.
That's it. You're hooked. Okay, so we can do this cool thing where we can make this guy mad enough to like shoot his own guy.
Oh, nice.
He doesn't stay on as like mind control. It just kind of makes
It's
him
just
mad.
like for one turn he uses his attack to hit someone else.
That's it. Which can be useful when you don't have the angle on people, but they do.
Yeah,
And now we'll get him.
and
cover.
at the very least, his damage mitigation is one round where he's not attacking you.
That's it. In fact, we could probably now run up and try and hit him?
Yeah.
Nah, didn't do enough damage.
Did not see that coming.
Okay, but she could, or she can get the angle on this guy.
Would it be better to go? No.
So, because it's going to be him next, we kind of want to take him out. It's a
True,
pretty good
but
chance to hit
Just
him.
the idea that the other guy has a better angle on your lanky player.
He does, but he's got full health. He should be okay.
Just hard cut to him bleeding out.
Oh, he did not die. Oh no!
Oh.
That's...
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh, this has gone wrong very fast. Who just walks up and shoots the hostage in the head? Like, that's...
I mean, like, I feel like the answer to this is terrorists.
Yeah, yeah. We'll be stabilizing her as well then.
Just this character go, oh god, I just have to pick everyone up.
Yeah, she's just... Oh, and over there to defend. That's not a great percentage. We'll give it a go. Maybe we should get lucky. Nope.
Ooh.
Boo indeed. Okay, so it's him next. He's pretty much guaranteed. Oh, he's got Overwatch though. So maybe. Do we risk?
So how does Overwatch only work close to him on those squares?
It looks like I don't trigger it until
line of sight.
Yeah, I think the way it works for us at least now is changed. Instead of anyone moves within line of sight, you now do a cone.
Oh, I see.
Which makes a bit more sense, I feel like, anyway.
Yeah, you can't have like 360 vision.
That's it, you watch an angle and you hold the angle. But this guy, yeah, seems like it's just close. So if I were to move him here, are we saying he'd have a shot? And he wouldn't, and he wouldn't get hit?
He wouldn't hit you, or he wouldn't shoot.
Or should we just run up and punch him in the head?
Well, if you're going to put him somewhere, I'd put him in a place where the second guy wouldn't be able to just shoot him straight away.
I don't think there's many.
Maybe
Unless
like on
here.
top of the hostage.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll have an angle on that other guy though. If we put him here, technically he's got cover. And yet he can still maybe hit this guy.
I feel like he's just like the piggy in the middle. Oh, nice.
But it's her go now, so hopefully... Yeah, she'll definitely hit him now. Boom.
Hostile subdued.
Excellent.
Mayor Nightingale, are you all right?
It
And
looks
only
worse
the hostage
than
and
it
one
is.
cop got shot.
Those medikits are really something.
Compliment accepted.
It looks worse than it is. She
What
got
about
shot in
Chimera?
the head.
Yeah, I think so. Only thing injured is my pride.
And your diaphragm. And a few ribs.
None of this should have happened.
Most people say thank you.
I'm grateful, of course. But these people
I'm
don't
grateful,
have the
but you did get me
capability
shot in the head.
for any of
Yeah,
this.
I'm grateful, but you
Explain.
could have done more.
I read their threat assessment. A month ago, these
I feel like if anyone's allowed to say it, it's the
were
person
all
who got
talk
shot.
and no
That's
capability.
very true.
The greatest
What
threat they
even
posed was
alien
to
race
bottles
is
of
she?
alcohol.
Is she like
Why tell
a
us?
hybrid like
Why
Chimera?
now?
City 31
Yeah,
shows the
yeah.
world how humans, hybrids, and aliens can keep a lasting peace. I'm the public face of this. Tonight,
Definitely one of the ones with the
someone
blocky
wanted
helmets
what
on
I
the second.
represent to go
Yeah.
up in flames.
We're not in town for local intrigue.
I know, but right now you're the only ones I'm certain are fighting for that same peace. Can I count on your support?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so yeah, Cherub got his ass kicked. So yeah, so from 5 captured enemies, you have earned 20 intel. Nice.
Nice. And what does intel get used for? Is it like research or?
So you
Package
can
delivered to
use
31
intel to buy stuff off the black market
What she says.
Why
and
she's in
do
charge.
spec ops stuff, I
Not
think.
too shabby for our first official mission.
Oh,
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Celebrate before
tier
mission is
medals,
complete.
boys. Tier medals.
It's
Oh no.
It's
Or
bad luck.
not.
The classic celebrated too soon.
Tonight,
High five, guys.
Mayor
We're so
Nightingale
cool. Oh,
perished
God,
in an
no.
explosion
God.
at City 31's Memorial Museum. The identity of her assailants is unknown at this time. The
So
city
now we get to
council
see
asks citizens to
the new
remain.
base.
So she gets vaporized the same day XCOM sends Chimera Squad to our city? You hear that voice in your head?
I take it the base isn't like a flying spaceship this time.
Wake up!
No, it's not. And it's not modular, you don't build buildings, it's all kind of pre-set up. But you do unlock more stuff as you go.
Nice. That's probably something I'm going to prefer, because I always feel like I need to min-max the base.
Welcome
put
home,
the right
Chimera
things
Squad.
next to the right things to
The director
get
wants to speak with us.
That's it, and you can
Thanks for
never
getting the
be
mayor
perfect
killed.
in it,
Also,
can you?
you're fired.
That's not
She always
helpful.
grates.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I'll patch the call through when
So
you're ready.
Whisper is
I
like our
followed your
new
action at the
control.
And it's
Yeah.
after.
And
He
Director
looks a
Kelly,
little
Director Kelly,
he does look
I
like
take
him.
full responsibility for what happened.
Stop. I sent you to City 31
Who's Director
because
Kelly
I
then?
believed
She's
you were
like our
ready.
boss, essentially. She's like
you
the deep
surpassed
throat
my
guy who comes
expectations.
over the comms of the
3-1
last one.
PD requested help
Yeah,
within 3 hours of
that's
your
the one.
arrival
This-
in the
the
city.
silhouette.
You answered immediately.
Yeah.
You
Going in,
exceeded
you
our
were
expectations.
under-equipped and down an agent.
XCOM is
You
great.
adapted, as we trained you to do. And let's
Until
not
you do
forget,
one thing wrong, and he's
you
like, I am
rescued the
so
mayor.
disappointed.
Delivered her to
Yeah,
safety
that's
as
it.
the
As soon as
city
you let
requested.
fail
saved
one
the
mission,
planet.
Don't blame
I'm
yourself for an outcome you
disappointed.
couldn't
I'm
control.
not angry.
Instead,
I'm just disappointed.
let's focus on what's next.
Damn it, Dad.
I set up the map table.
Twist,
Ready when
he's
you
the
are.
commander's dad.
Head over there. I'll hold.
So, if we look at the map,
Welcome to City 31.
there's going to be different
During
areas.
Advent's occupation, the city was a fortress.
Oh, so this is the
supporting an
equivalent of the
active
different countries that
starport.
you have to keep in
5
mind.
years
That's
after
it, this is
XCOM
the
won
equivalent
war,
of the world.
It's home to aliens, hybrids, and humans alike. There's new industry, self-government, and local agriculture to support the varied populations. Against all
Oh,
odds,
Christ, yeah, I hadn't
this
thought that.
city
Different
thrived
aliens
after
and
the
really
war.
different, like,
There were
crops,
no
Different,
retributive
different
attacks.
habitats, different
Until
food.
tonight.
We don't know that.
There's not like one
yet,
that's like,
but
we
we can
need
find
to
out.
eat human
3-1
beings.
PD requested our
Could
help
well be.
sifting through evidence at the Memorial Museum. They lost good officers today. Give them what they need and see what we can learn.
Okay, so yeah, there's all these different areas. Eventually we'll get to the point where we can see their panic level, the same as in the previous game. So this type of mission, this blue mission, it'll continue the day, so it'll make it Friday, as you can see the date down here.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
1st of March
Move time
2040.
forward.
Yeah, so we get paid every Friday. You can
Proper payday.
proper payday. Credits up here. There's other resources we get as well, but so
Can you
this one.
set your guys doing anything while you're doing these, or do they need to be on this mission?
So I'm not sure if they all need to be, but that's a good point. I'm not sure. I haven't tried that.
Your work with 3-1 PD opened a few doors.
But at the moment, all we
Here's
could do
what
is
we
send
know.
them to that one mission.
A crude plasma bomb killed the mayor. The insurgents had no access to materials for that.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Most likely. There are 3 groups in City 31 with access to this kind of ordnance.
So this is where we get to go down our path. I think we get to investigate all of these eventually, but you start with one. So we've even got the progeny. So they're a loose network of human scions. Their vision for City 1's future is entirely psionic, whether the city wants it or not. So they're basically just going to try and mind rape everyone.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
So I thought it was just a case of they were going to go, we're going to make a psychic school, just X-Men it, and make a school for gifted youngsters.
I feel like it's going to be more violent than that. And then there's Grey Phoenix, cool name. Alien scavengers quietly amass the kind of weaponry Reclamation is mandated to recover. So Reclamation is what this squad is. Chimera squad is a tiny kind of like force within the Reclamation agency. They're like the FBI of aliens.
Wow. Okay, yeah. So Men in Black.
And then you have the Sacred Coil, Chris.
Oh.
Oh, an underground religious movement for hybrids. They preach salvation, but only to those who once fought XCOM.
That's kind of like, surely that's a lot of the population excluded. I mean, it's Earth. I know there's aliens on it, but surely most people on Earth are humans.
Yeah. So their group must be quite small. So who do we want to go for?
I mean, I can't think it's going to be fun going against Sacred Coil. They got those cryptid things, and I
Yeah.
goddamn hate those cryptid things.
They just burst out of everywhere.
I mean, it's your call. I'm just looking at. I'm thinking it's against X, Alien FBI. Or Crypt.
Yeah. So no, we're the alien FBI.
Yeah.
So
But, like, yeah,
we're
they're stealing gear.
yeah. So we're against the X-Men, RoboCop, or
the alien.
or Hell.
It does look like hell in the background.
It looks quite hellish.
Oh god.
Should we start from the left and work our way right?
Go for it.
Let's
I
go
feel
for
like it's like easy, medium, hard.
It could actually be, yeah. These guys are green as well. Oh no, they all go green when you select them. False sense of security, yeah. Okay, let's go for the progeny.
Let's go be a load of
membership, all
mutant
with psionic
racists.
capability. Victims willingly hand over what the progeny need, and forget the whole thing.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect crime.
It is a bit of a
Director,
mind rape,
these
isn't it?
are local criminals.
Lord.
Isn't that 31PD's jurisdiction?
True. The Reclamation Agency supports local police, but we're also required to recover dangerous material.
From those who would do the world harm, and each of those groups is neck deep in the stuff. So what next?
Focus on a single group. Investigate, dismantle their operations, and take them down.
Meanwhile, we look for any links to the mayor's death. Either way, a dangerous organization is off the streets.
Exactly. The city wants justice for Mayor Nightingale. This is how we help them achieve it.
So there's 3 stages, apparently, to these investigations. The groundwork, operations, and then the takedown, which is the big final mission.
Nice. So, do you play any of it, or is it all just automated? Have you just put like, the job in place?
Yeah, so this will all be as a result of missions that we go and do, basically.
Right, I see.
And then this is just an overview of how the investigation is going.
Oh god, there'll be dark events.
Yeah, that sort of stuff.
Horrible next one too.
So we've now unlocked most of what you can access. So the assembly area is essentially what used to be the research area.
With the right patterns, we can build.
So this is where you're going to get your armor and your gun.
Or we could with the latest version. What you're looking at is the extremely finicky 2038 model. It'll take time to stress test
and it costs
our patterns,
Illyrium.
but once we have them, we're good to go.
Yes. Yeah, I remembered that.
So we're
Stuff you
gonna.
got from, like ships.
Yeah, it was like the alien power source.
Yeah, that was it.
So we're gonna construct an android, and these guys can jump in and stand in for injured members of the team.
So like Verge got knocked last time, he'd pop in and replace him almost.
Yeah. So we get,
Nice.
and as a result, it'll take 2 days to do, cost 10, and it gives us a free android. We can purchase more, and unlocks all the other projects. So this is the one you have to do.
Yeah, I was going to say, this will be the very first one.
So then we have the armory, where we can manage
Where
them all.
yeah, this is where you just put them on people, give the people armor.
Yeah, and we can
The
also
director
promote them.
convinced
Oh,
the city
and we
council
can
we're
recruit
too
someone.
understaffed to be effective. This means we can bring more agents to City 31. It's not the whole squad, not yet, but it's something.
Okay, so we can pick one of these guys. I think we'll get access to the other 2 maybe later. So we got Patchwork, who is a utility electronic disruption. So it should be good against mechs. Even got her stats down here, which is okay.
She seems a bit specified though towards mechs, like.
And since
how
we're not
often are you
taking
gonna
on
go
the
in?
mech guys, yeah.
Yeah.
So she can hack doors, chain lightning, and eventually she can scan.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power. Oh, we got Shelter, who's a psionic guy. He's good for buffing, mental attacks. I feel like we've already got Verge, who can do that sort of thing. He's just as good as shooting. He's got slightly less health, same mobility, better will. He can swap himself with an enemy or an ally, which could be quite cool.
That seems like a bit of a cheesing ability. I quite like the look of that.
You could put someone like right in the middle of your team.
Just set them up for it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's the last guy who's dug in a position. It's like, oh.
No, you don't. Or we got Blue Blood, who is basically a sniper with a pistol. Can do multiple shots. He's better at aiming,
The best shot, yeah.
better crit,
And better at running around, mobility.
same health, and yeah, slight better mobility. So he's got Deadeye, Desperado.
Nice.
Cool, so we can do 2 shots with that, I feel like. Standard pistol fire and Deadeye cost an action and do not automatically end the turn. Cool. So we can do 2 shots, I think. This guy could be quite good.
Yeah, crack on.
Let's go Blue Blood.
Blue Blood, great to see you.
Back at you, Whisper.
Okay, yeah, that was
Settling
the
in?
choice. He looks quite
Not
cool.
exactly.
He looks cool as fuck.
Until we have a proper field office, we get to sleep in a rail car repair yard.
I do wonder if like those two are going to
see?
keep the other
Every
two you
job
didn't
comes
choose
with
are
a
going
few
to pop up
perks.
each time.
Let me know
They're going to be
when
like
we have it.
pick last for the team.
Like,
Get up at complex.
like on a sports team, yeah.
Exactly.
So we now get to look at their loadouts. Eventually I think we'll be able to swap out guns, modify armor, equip them with different utility and breach items.
Yeah.
We also have their skill tree, which we can't see anything of because we've not unlocked
yeah,
any of
not, Are they? Is it XP based or is it like the other games where it's kill based?
I think it's kill based because look, it's keeping track of the kills
Oh,
and missions up here. So yeah, I think it is kill based. And then we got the full biography. They're like past, prior to the invasion, during the occupation. So that's XCOM 1 sort of time.
Oh god, that's dark. Spent a year looking for her family.
Yeah.
Fruitlessly. Jesus.
This is like XCOM 2 kind of time. Well, just before XCOM 2.
Yeah.
And then the War of Liberation was like during XCOM 2. So she helped train resistance groups.
Yeah. I do like the reasoning for why XCOM 2 was occupied, just because no one finished the first game.
Yeah, wasn't you telling me that something like 80% of the people that played it hadn't finished it?
Yeah, either didn't finish it or like failed the ending or something like that. So the developers were like, "Well, that's the canon ending."
That's it. The commander's just been in a simulation the whole time.
That's it.
So Terminal was basically a resistance fighter. Cherub was gonna be an Advent soldier, but
Oh yeah.
he just left and started befriending people and hadn't taken his indoctrination yet, so hadn't been brainwashed, and so
Yeah.
he's now one of the good guys.
Cool dude.
Verge was a bad guy. He was a bad guy, but then he started feeding information to the resistance and became a good guy.
That's
And then
pretty cool.
Blue Blood was a cold hard cop in 31 PD. And now he's Chimera Squad. So I think we should change the armor tint. Do you think we should like make everyone the same or have different colors for everyone?
See, for when I played the old XCOMs, I always made different classes, different colours. But everyone's got, they're not really classes in this, are they? Each
No.
one's a built new character, so
That's it. I feel like
yeah, I don't know. Maybe just go for what looks good on the character.
I feel like black looks cool.
It does.
Just apply that to everyone. Just be like a stealthy force.
That could be, yeah.
Cool. So that's the armory. We also
Our
have
temporary
the shop.
field office has all the basics: weapons, comms, and
So
ammunition.
you got stuff that can let you
Supply
into
is where we
doors,
request everything else.
give you other breach
As long as
options,
it's in the squad's budget, it's ours.
and other sorts of grenades.
I do
You
find
can
it
get a
suspect that
sweet
they have
deal
like
on
a key card that
combat-grade
can open it.
androids.
It's
I
like a
know,
master key card,
everyone
yeah.
hates 'em.
Yeah.
So, what do our
Who is
guys
buying
already
this from?
have?
Is there literally a guy just on the corner going, "I've got a key that'll open anything"?
I feel like it's more like it's stuff they can purchase with a budget, yeah.
Yeah.
So, do we have any gear already? Does this guy still have his breaching charge? Yeah, he does. Okay, cool. So, we
So
don't...
it's not like a buy one and done. It's you buy one, and he has it every time.
No, I think it is one, but they just didn't take it off us for that mission.
Oh, that's not bad then.
So we don't need one of those at least, but maybe buy a ceasefire and a flashbang. we equip our guys with those.
Yes, that's something I always found quite frustrating in the game, is that I would buy kit for them, forget to put them on, then get in the next fight and think, oh, I made a mistake.
Where's all my stuff? And there's our investigation panel. Cool, so there's different types of missions, but it's only giving us one at the moment. Difficulty's easy. Let's go check it out.
Nice.
Ah, we have an idle agent, so actually... Do we want to bring Blue Blood in instead of one of these guys? Or are we happy with the team? Let's
let's have a look at Blue. I've not seen him
Oh, I swapped
do
it.
his cool Desperado things.
Yeah, so on the APC then, should we get rid of the previous one? What was her name? Godmother?
Godmother's got a shotgun.
So
I think you want Cherub because she can. Is it Cherub, the one of the gremlin?
Terminal.
She's Terminal. Right.
Yeah.
And Cherub's the guy with the shield.
Yeah. And then he's our psionic, so we kind of want him. So I think that's a probably good team. Get Blue Blood instead of Godmother for now, and we could put Godmother here, and that speeds up the development cost, the development time. Sorry. There'll be other things they can do. One.
I do like the thought process of one of the team who has no idea about
leadership to
robotics
function.
being
If authorized by the director,
yeah.
they need to neutralize
Like
the
what?
hostile leader.
Just do it.
Subduing the target is always preferred. Enemy leadership, if
However,
captured, provides
she did
valuable
have
intel.
our flashbang. But we can get. There you go. I took it off her and gave it to Verge. Let's go for it.
PD asked to speak with this company's owner about his connections to the progeny. That's when his staff pulled weapons, and the police barely made it out.
Seems
That's
suspicious.
bad customer service. 3-1 PD, take any hits?
Well, they took no casualties. Try to do the same in there.
I can't promise anything. So, here's our
3
options.
entry points, that's pretty good.
So we got a side window, but it makes enemies harder to hit. The main door.
So you could put the Deadeye guy, Blue Blood, in it, if he's good at hitting.
Yeah.
Or would that defeat his whole purpose?
Yeah, balance it. I mean, it depends how much harder they are to hit, right? So, this one, enemy shots. So our shots on enemies during the breach will stun them. That could be cool.
That's strong.
But the last one through can't move for a round. Nah, that's not such of a problem. And then this one, people get extra mobility. I think maybe we could just send everyone through the front door, and they could just stun everyone, right?
That would work real well. Just bum bushing them from the middle of the doorway.
Pretty much. No subtlety here, just straight in the front door.
Breach!
So, got a few different options. Are any of them aggressive? I don't think so. Might as well go for the highest chance to hit. They've got quite a lot of health, don't they?
They do. And these are the X-Men, essentially.
Yeah. So he's stunned
So
now.
they might start flipping out some
Psionic stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, he missed.
Oh no.
Let's try that again. Did miss. Through a brick wall. There we go.
Cherub is really quite quickly showing himself to be a bit shit.
You mean Terminal?
No, Cherub missed, wasn't it?
No, Cherub got the last shot in.
Oh, god damn it.
So we now have the ability of Team Up and Preparation. So Team Up you can use it once per kind of mission, and it'll move someone up to the next in line. Whereas Preparation is a bit like the Hunker Down ability in the old game.
Yeah.
Gives you extra defense and dodge, but it also moves them up on the timeline as well. So it's got a double whammy. Okay, so we've got this guy, that guy. it's just the three of them. Who's next? This guy's next. So we could always just run over and batter him. I kind of like that approach.
I have noticed that so far.
He just blew up a sofa. Okay.
I like the chilled out snake guy.
He's just chilling. He's just having a little chill, trying to stay out of the way. Okay, so the next one to go is going to be this guy. He's still full health, which isn't ideal. So if we try and maybe we give Blue Blood a little shielding. So this will prevent damage from the next attack.
Nice.
And we also then get
cool.
a shot as well. So we can try and finish this guy off. Which he does.
He is proving me wrong for shit talking him.
The
Yeah.
will is boundless.
Ooh, Sonic Suplex, that seems a bit.
Ooh.
So we'll slam them down at the start of the next turn.
It's, oh, but if you kill the guy who's doing it, he doesn't.
Then it cancels it. And we've got a whole team to go before it's his go, so I think we'll be okay. So I think just walking up to him and shooting him straight in the face is probably the best idea.
See, in most games that's true, but in XCOM you can miss for point blank.
And this is saying that it's possible as well. 86%. Not this time.
Not today.
Okay. We're a bit too far to do anything from here, but we could just stun him. And that'll make him put him down anyway. See, I really like Verge. He's got a lot of utility, I think.
He's pretty cool.
Oh, and he does have more abilities.
What are his other abilities?
He could just try shooting. I keep forgetting they have two actions. Oh wow, he made that shot.
Ooh. I mean, MVP.
Yeah, right. I think Cherub did pretty well in that room though.
I mean,
Those
yeah,
employees,
I did shit talk
their
him.
movements were
fairly.
synchronized. Reminds me of my old Advent training.
Psionic impulses direct their actions, but their minds are empty.
So, next room, breach mode. 2 doors. So, first unit through this door does extra free damage. Okay. Or this door, we could use terminal to unlock it.
Nice.
There are fewer aggressive enemies present at this entrance, which is good. And the last through it gets an extra armor. So we want at least one person through the main door, I think, to do extra damage. Blue Blood,
more
yeah.
likely to hit. Is that a good one? Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Maybe we split the team. Have Verge go through, get some extra armor, and Cherub follow Blue Blood in.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good call.
Don't bunch up.
Open sesame.
Just a room full of cryptoids.
Oh god, not like this. Oh, that's a pretty good chance to hit, isn't it? 100%. Okay, let's do this one
Doing
then.
a lot of damage to these guys.
Boom.
He wanted curved that. That was like 90 degrees off.
Yeah, right, he just snapped to him, didn't he? I feel like he might be more of a threat, and it's only 1% less chance to hit.
Yeah, crack on.
Because of the high ground, right?
Oh, damn it, Anakin.
High ground. I hate sand.
Of course, it gets everywhere.
What do we think? Finish this guy off, or attempt to take this guy out?
Take that guy out.
Take this guy out? Let's give it a go.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Nice. And then he's got a almost guaranteed chance to take that guy out, or he can attempt.
Yeah, like guaranteed complete loss of
Yeah.
items.
It's a good thing we did, because he only did 3 damage.
God.
So there's only this one guy left. which is pretty
That's
good.
gotta shit this guy right up. He's just in a room full of his mates, so they're all dead, and he's surrounded.
So he should be able to take 2 shots, right?
I think so. Isn't that the whole Deadeye thing?
Yeah. So, wow, he opened the door with that bullet though. Yeah, he does get 2 shots.
What a hero.
That's super OP, surely.
It really is.
Oh, Soulfire. Wow, that did loads of damage.
That was a lot.
Okay.
Good thing you killed all the others.
Yeah, right. That was tons. He can't get close enough to get a shot in, I don't think. This is the best angle I think I can get. Let's see. No. Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe. Just chip away at the cover. You know what time it is, though.
You absolutely love this ability.
Trying to smack him in the head. She took the most difficult way to do that as well.
Just really showing off.
Look how athletic I am.
You're about
Did a
to
lot of
enter some
hurdles for
offices,
training, and I just want to
and
show
the
this
owner
off.
must be holed up
That's
in
it.
there.
Okay, last room. So we can blow through the wall, which is probably a good idea, right?
Yeah, especially with that Overwatch.
They automatically Overwatch, nice. Or this one, they get
More likely to get hurt, but you get more armor. Yeah, I'd just go to the wall entrance all the day.
just stick everyone through here, right?
Yeah, I think that's a lot better, to be fair.
And maybe put her second so she can heal Verge,
Yes, good shout.
and then put Verge last. Although, wait, let's put Verge next so we can stun.
Yes. Deadeye can, Blue Blood can...
Do what he does
mop up.
best.
Yes.
Making a path.
So we got him, and him over there. Boom.
Nice.
Might as well finish him off. Blue Blood does what he does. Ooh. Nice.
That was pretty strong.
Left him pretty low.
Eyes
There's
on
still
VIP.
a lot of people in this
Try
room.
for capture.
Ah, they're gonna try and run away.
And you've all got Overwatch, this is going to be...
Okay, so you can't really get many good shots on people from here. If we walked
You
up
could
here,
just set up a defensive line of Overwatches. Every time you try to pass you, they just get bullet.
yeah, we could get a good angle going on like this. Encapsulates that door and the other door as well.
Nice.
I'll cover you.
That's reassuring.
Oh wow. Got nailed. So should try and heal up Verge just in case.
Let the high-tech spray do its work.
There you go.
Yeah, he is pretty low.
And should we get up another Overwatch going?
Yeah, I think that's a good... It worked well last time.
Okay.
That looks finicky as fuck.
Yeah, it was a bit twitchy.
Like a star's fire.
Oh no.
Okay, well, I don't like you.
My friend doesn't like you.
He doesn't like you either.
Are we now led?
Let's see if he'll... Oh, that was good. Made him walk out and get
Oh,
Overwatch.
that seems pretty unfair.
That was really unintentional, but very satisfying.
I can see.
Oh
everything.
god.
Oh, he's just going for the shot. He's not going to try and run out.
Because he's seen all of his mates die when they try.
The accountant's probably going to make a run for it, so I reckon we just get ready. Here he goes. Oh.
God. Oh, such overkill, I love it.
And now you know what time it is.
Thought I had it.
God, just that's horrendous, like beat down.
Serves them right, doesn't it?
Just giving him a shoeing, just stop resisting.
Okay, so we did have some wounds there, but we were excellent, Chris.
I mean, it was pretty good.
We got some
that
lucky.
Overwatch tactic seemed to work real well.
We got lucky on some of those hits for sure. Okay, so our android is done, and we got 40 credits.
Progeny
Seems
went
like a really
after
weird thing to
extensive
happen
assets.
after a police.
What's behind
Well, you
this
get paid
progeny
off.
need for
Yeah,
funding?
if someone walks up to you and gives
They
you
have
like
no love for
pointers.
hybrids, which presumes a motive to kill the mayor. As for means, psionics could give them the ultimate insider, a member of Mayor Nightingale's protective detail.
Okay. So that added to our investigation a little bit.
Nice.
So we've now unlocked Spec Ops, which is another thing they can do whilst they're
I'm
waiting.
authorizing Chimera Squad for special operations. Some ops provide useful resources for the squad.
So you can get one
Keep an eye out for
that
these
gives you extra
opportunities.
money, extra intel, extra Illyrium.
Nice.
And because our android's done now, we can start researching other stuff. So, weapons or armor, Chris?
I always go weapons.
Yeah, you don't need to defend when you kill, right? Let's do that. We could keep her in to make it quicker, or we could pop her into a Spec Ops.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like 2 turns isn't too bad to wait. We could do a little Spec Ops.
Yeah.
Get a bit more money.
It's not a bad option. I think it's pretty
Okay, so she's doing that. So here we go. There's 3 types of missions at the moment. So the investigations are purple. They'll advance the game story. Side quests are yellow. And emergencies are red.
We've seen the progeny
So just
using tech
scrape
of an
them out for as long
unfamiliar
as we can
design.
until we have
None
to
of
do
this came from
missions.
Advent.
Pretty much.
Track down the source of this tech. We need to know how they're using it.
So here's the raid. It's a proper purple mission. We can't do this one yet because it's hidden. So I feel like we should maybe just ignore that one for now and do some side quests, right?
Oh, definitely.
So, but before we do that, we probably want to buy... oh yeah, where's our android? Here he is.
Is that him in the corner? Yep.
Yeah. So these will come in as backup if our squad goes down.
He looks like Chappie.
He does look a bit like Chappie. He's called Apollo. He's Cadet Apollo. Ah.
I like that they've given him a rank.
What colour should he be?
Very accepting.
It's not very bright, the colours. I feel like maybe make him purple.
Yeah.
Bit colourful.
What's like a medical colour? Like, he's not necessarily medic, but like he's for medical situations.
White or blue? Maybe blue because he's like a police bot.
Yeah.
Blue looks cool, and he can actually be augmented as well.
That's pretty cool.
So he can be upgraded. His eyes, processor, chassis, and motor. Eventually, once you research it. So that'll increase his stats. I doubt he'll get better than these guys, but
He'll be a bit more formidable than.
yeah.
I guess he's just like basic bitch when he runs it.
Yeah, he just gets taken out. He's quite expensive though. They cost like 150.
Oh Christ.
So I bought another breaching charge to give to Cherub.
Yeah.
Because he used his. Oh, it's still there. It says charges 1. But it didn't
I
hit.
think it's you do 1 charge per mission.
Oh, so you always have it.
Yeah, I think it's like the old items where you just have them instantly.
That's interesting.
You only have a set amount per level.
Okay, well I might as well give him one as well then.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So now if there's 2 wolves we can blow, at least he can. Sweet, okay. So let's do another mission. Do you want 35 Illyrium? Or
Chimera Squad.
an item?
I'm Commissioner Maloof of 31PD. To be
You
blunt,
seem to want to
I
go
don't
for the
give a
item.
chrysalid's ass about
Oh, I just wanted to see which item it was.
I'm glad you're in the city.
Chrysalid,
31PD
that's
was
it, not
stretched
crypt.
thin before the mayor's
Yeah.
death.
Chrysalid.
There are
She
gaps
doesn't
to
give a
fill,
chrysalid's ass.
and that's where you come in. When your agents can handle a situation better than my officers, I'll send the details your way. If the city council has a problem with that, I'll take the heat. They can't afford to fire me. I look forward to working with you.
Commissioner Maloof. Not even going to say hello?
Blue blood, is it now? Couldn't hack into 31 PD, so you had to fail
Oh,
upward.
wow.
You know
Fail
how it is,
upward,
Holly.
nice.
I always pick the easy path.
The department is happy to see one of its own back in town.
Good to be back. We'll do right by you, Commissioner.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Alrighty, so we get a scope from the weapon mod.
That dressed up snake
Where?
in the picture. That was,
Yeah, wearing a fancy dress. Yeah,
There's a fancy snake.
that is a fancy snake.
I mean, I feel like we need to go help the fancy snake.
You leaning towards the fancy snake instead of the bomb threat? I like your priorities.
If a hostile force will
Let's do it.
cause imminent harm, you'll need to stop them by any means necessary.
Any means
As
necessary.
Apollo's
always,
just in
subduing
the background.
targets is preferable.
Just chilling in the car,
Just chilling out.
playing a bit of dubstep.
Yeah, got the tunes on.
Hostiles at this location. You are authorized to sweep and clear.
Sweep and clear. Oh, vehicle. Does that mean we're literally going to bust in with our car?
Oh god, yeah.
Okay, so the last
That's
unit
through the
through,
window.
the last unit through is guaranteed to land their shot. So who's the worst shot? Maybe Terminal or Verge. So if we put
Could be Terminal's the last one to miss, isn't they? Isn't they? Wow, excellent.
good England.
Good England. I speak England good.
I think maybe something like that.
Yeah, that looks pretty strong.
Breach!
Okay.
Breach!
It does seem pointless to put Verge behind Chimera because he's not going to get much help from the machine.
No. It said vehicle, but there was no sweeping in or anything.
Yeah.
So that guy's
It's
aggressive.
like afterwards the vehicle's just going to smash through.
Yeah, hopefully. So these guys are surprised, so they're not that much of a threat. But this guy's aggressive, so we should probably focus on him.
Yeah, crack on.
Even though that's quite a low percentage. Well, we could finish him off with the one that's guaranteed to hit, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's the last one, isn't it?
In the meantime, we can just do some damage. It's not going to kill him. Do some more damage to him. Let's spread the love. And then this one's guaranteed to hit anything.
So yeah, kill the aggressive one.
Kill the aggressive guy. Just. There was a little mute on here like, oh no.
Wow.
Leave me
I thought he
alone.
was a piece of cover for a second then.
You could probably use him as cover. He'd be pretty good cover. Okay, so
He'd definitely file a complaint, surely.
you'd think so. If a cop came up to you and hid behind you during a
Just
gunfight.
held you up like a meat shield.
Okay, so he's not got good chances to hit on any of these guys really. So we could just do one shot and then Overwatch.
Yeah, that's not a bad call.
Nice.
Excellent work.
Because these guys are all bunched up in here. So you could pretty much get them all on Overwatch. Come on, he's moving. That's bullshit.
Oh god.
Didn't do as much damage this time, which
I
is
was
good.
going to say, last time it was much more.
Yeah, so I feel like Battle Madness could be good right about now. Because who's going next? Him? So if we were to go for this guy, he hopefully shoots that guy.
Nice. Ooh, that's a pretty good hit for him.
Nice. Then we could stun him if we wanted to, or try and finish him off.
What are the odds for finishing him there?
68%.
I like those odds. They're alright.
You like the 68% chance to hit this guy?
Yeah.
Don't let us down. He let us down.
Piss.
Oh no, run!
Oh god, he's using the muton as a shield.
Are they allowed to do that? Ooh. Why does it do more damage against Virgin, it seems?
I wonder if it's a psychic ability against psychics.
Yeah, it could be. Right, this Bruiser's next, so... But then it's her. I feel like we just try and shoot him up.
Yeah.
Because then our Blue Blood's Overwatch has to activate now, right?
Oh god.
Okay,
this
so
isn't going well.
this isn't as good as the other one.
Need a little help?
No.
Nice thinking.
Little heal.
How many heals is she able to do in?
One every turn.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's a 30% hit, 34% hit. We should probably just go for the 74% hit guy. Okay. Wow, these are pretty low odds. Can he move and get a better shot?
They got Overwatch or?
No. You could maybe move. I mean, he's only in half cover here as it is. You could get into full cover. And maybe we'll end his turn. I'm thinking maybe Overwatch again.
It didn't do a lot of good last time.
I think maybe that they were out of range.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think they're coming closer. I think they're just staying where they are to shoot. It seems to be working for them so far.
Yeah, maybe it's worth doing a bit of team up. Get Verge next so we can stun.
That's a good shout.
And that's a free action to do that as well.
Oh, nice.
And then we can just go for the shot, see what happens. Yeah.
You tried.
Okay, so now he can either do some Battle Madness again. So he is next. He's only got 2 health. So we could do some Battle Madness and hope
he gets killed.
Yeah. Do it on this guy. Ah well, worth a try. And then we could stun him.
Give me your mind.
Just to avoid any more damage.
Yeah. Need damage mitigation at this point, is definitely. Ooh.
That Soulfire is brutal, man.
It really is.
What? He was meant to be stunned.
Good lord, they're really going for Cherub. Does he look like a taunt ability I've not noticed?
No.
They're just focus firing.
Pretty much. Although it's all our turns now, which is good. So we can afford to get out in the open a little bit. Go for the bash.
The old faithful.
Let me try again.
Okay, so she could either finish him off or heal Cherub.
That's the thing, I'm not sure what's best, because he does need healing, but if you miss with anyone else, then he's definitely going to get hit.
I could just walk her up here and try and kill this guy.
Could. I'd recommend going in cover though. Yeah.
Nah, we'll Let's be ballsy. 72%, I believe.
Nice. I'm happy to be proven wrong.
And then this guy's only got 2 health. Nice. And then he can't quite reach him. This is kind of like a do or die now.
Yeah, he's just got to go in the middle of. Oh, has any of his psychic abilities be able to do it? Or no, they're all lost.
He's already part of the network, so he can't be done again.
Yeah.
Now I do have a ceasefire grenade that I was kind of saving. It will disable his weapon, but he doesn't use a weapon, it doesn't look like, so...
Yeah, and he nearly
Move
did.
it, quickly.
Just needs a hit.
47%.
Oh god.
Would it be better to do Overwatch, or do we think he'll just stay where he is?
He'll stay where he'll just shoot, surely. He'll shoot at you.
Hey,
oh, what a hero. Verge is MVPing himself all the time.
Oh, it was just that one room. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Got an excellent.
I was expecting a bit of a slog through that one.
Yeah, maybe that's why that one was so tough. Because it was just the one room. Backing it up.
I was going to say, I'm pretty impressed that they can reverse that giant thing up that ramp.
Yeah.
The corner.
So Unrest has risen. We got a scope though, so we can add that to someone's gun. Oh, and we got some promotions as well.
Nice. So does anyone need to like rest up in the infirmary? Everyone got battered in that.
So here is the
You aren't on mission.
training
you need to
room.
maintain your skills, physical and mental. Training is the place to do it. It's also where you can adapt to any lasting wounds received in the field. So don't let those wounds linger. You'll pay for them in the long term.
So there's a chance when an enemy, when one of our guys gets downed, that they'll get scars, which you can remove here, or you can put them through basic training and further advanced training to increase their stats. But we don't have anyone
Is it
spare.
permanent, or is it just a buff?
I think it's permanent. Let's have a look. Yeah, HP increased by 2. It looks permanent.
That's pretty cool.
That is good. I'll put Godmother through that next, maybe. Although she kind of needs to be back in the squad to get a promotion.
Yeah.
I'm sure you already know your way around the armory. Each of you has a locker here. But it's also where we announce field promotions, which I'm doing now.
I'd like to thank my gremlin for always believing in me.
It's like giving an acceptance speech.
I realize now there should have been a cake.
Should have been a cake. Remote agent. So she gets the refresh ability. Gremlin heals all allies at their breach point for 2 HP. 1 use per mission. Cool. So
that's pretty cool. That's strong.
Yeah, that's like a breach ability. Let's see what Cherub gets. Oh, here's the taunt. Yeah, so they focus fire on him.
I mean, does he need that? He's already getting mothered.
Yeah, well, this time he blocks all damage and gains 1 charge for each attack.
That's pretty cool.
I think the charges make his shield more powerful. Yeah, he gets the levitation. You can lift someone out of cover.
Nice.
Which is always fun. And he gets Lancer Shot. It ignores all cover bonuses, so it's like Sharpshooter.
That's pretty cool.
And Apollo gets nothing.
Well, all he did was just listen to some music in the band.
He was just chilling. So we can see the kind of anarchy is increased in these areas. Cool.
So we need to prioritize missions in those areas now.
Yeah, when they pop up. But in the meantime, we got these 2 to do. But I think we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Good
Not
start.
bad. This is a good game. Big fan.
Yeah. So we'll be back. We'll do some more. Until then. Goodbye, Christopher.
Goodbye, Benjamin.